15.
DC on this one was 5.
It's an oak sapling. You punch it for wood.
No, you identified this plant as an herb. Might even call it thyme.
I have a friend who goes nuts for that.
I mean, we do already have Kronos somewhere around here.
God damn it. Thyme is an herb that has a strong medicinal, culinary, and ornamental use that is often found in various dishes as a flavor addition to make foods better.
It's quite nice.
It also has acted in oil form as a medicinal product, as an antiseptic, and can often be found in medicated bandages. To the left again, right?
Left. I mean right.
Down. Thought we were supposed to go down every chance we got.
Wrong game.
Oh.
23.
You identify the sapling as a bit of an oddity, something that you would not have ran into too often, but would know a little bit about. The name of this sapling is a zebrawood sapling. It's a smaller tree found in very hot climates where little moisture is available. These trees are often broad and has a distinctive amber and wine red color when the young leaves sprout. I think another name for zebrawood is acacia.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I like the term zebrawood because it sounded better. Would you like to go left again?
No, I'll go all the way to the right to the last one.
Fair enough.
Just to double check all my work.
Before you identify this plant, you are able to smell a weird odor coming from the plant.
Oh my, that's rather odd odor. 25?
Could have made the DC sound. But yeah, you have no problem identifying this plant as a black lily. Small flowering plant that has a large purple leaves that attract flies and smells of rotting meat because of it.
Fairly pungent. I think I've gotten everything I need for this test. Is there anyone collecting these, or are we just sitting back down?
Take a moment to look around. People are sitting down after a few hours of testing.
Yeah.
There would obviously be a lot more information that would be given to you and whatnot, but, you know, trying to streamline stuff. And not read a full article of Wikipedia. So you go ahead and sit down?
Yep, and make any last minute notes detailing out what I found.
One of those notes should have made it harder.
Tarus magically sees those words appear on the page before they disappear.
It's okay, Kelp. I know the pain.
Is that the type of scribe magic?
Does the pain come from bears?
And on the thing you see yes. Yes it is.
I write hi.
It writes hi back.
Excuse me. Do you have the books again?
I contemplate what to write back.
While you contemplate, Lamb, you make it to the Thieves Guild.
Cool.
It must have been the plant. The plant got him high.
Let's see if I can actually orient myself over there. There we go. Is the door already open, or do I need to be, like, turning around so you can fucking open the door?
It's open.
It's open. As per State 2.
Do you want to go down first, or you need to be making sure I'm not running away?
Do you want to run away?
Not unless I go down and someone starts throwing shit at me.
What if we throw shit at you from up here?
Well, then down the hole is probably my safest option. Maybe. Depends on where you're throwing shit at me from.
Well, from where we are right now, pretty much everywhere. Except for directly up.
Actually, I think directly up would probably be your best bet.
Yes and no, it would also be coming from below you.
Shouldn't be too surprised you guys are entrenched here.
You gonna head down then?
Yeah. I was gonna say I'll walk forward and just start going down the ladder.
Okay, well, Super Rat follows. At the bottom of the ladder, you see a large room that still has been set up for the Day 2 event that was poison crafting. Sorry, Day 3 event. Disguise test. So, tables with materials and whatnot on it. Presumably for, well, disguising purposes.
A bunch of wigs, some cloth, maybe makeup.
Yes. I can actually read out the description. I have this written out. Yes, you see wardrobes and various makeups are scattered about on tables, all various qualities, depending on what the person is looking for. No problem for anyone to find exactly what they want in this vast array of materials. That was the description I had written.
Right.
Besides that being set up the way it is still from the previous day's test, you see that there are very few people here.
I'll just take a mental note of that. Considering what he was telling me earlier.
Yeah, you might also argue that a lot of people think about stealing shit from people. It's a good idea. Is it really stealing if the guards know about it?
Well, they know about it, but they're not expecting it.
I'd say it's not necessarily stealing unless you don't return it. Then you've
Yeah.
actually stolen.
At that point, it's just borrowing if you return it. We're gonna go into neighbors and semantics on that one.
I don't know, I'd still say it's theft, but it's more pointed theft. Like, there's a purpose to it. Yeah, it's with the intent of giving it back, but at the same time, you're still taking it without someone's knowledge or consent.
Theft with a purpose to it?
In this case, yes.
Doesn't all theft have a purpose?
Not necessarily.
Name one instance where theft
Kleptomaniacs.
that has a purpose.
Other than sating urges,
I mean, that is a purpose.
it's not a really meaningful purpose, though.
It's a meaningful purpose to the person that has fucking kleptomania.
Are we gonna get into the semantics of this, really?
Yes. It's
God damn
happening.
it.
I mean, it
don't-
makes them happy.
I don't know about happy,
Makes them less likely to
But I
try to
don't-
steal a golden potato.
but then again, I'm not a klepto, so...
So he says.
I'm not a klepto as far as I'm aware.
It prohibits them from trying to steal Golden Corral.
How would they steal a restaurant?
That
thought the
golden
same
in the
thing.
name.
Just start stealing the letters off the sign?
Yes. Next thing you'll know, it'd be Olden Corral. Nobody wants there. Sounds terrible. Anywho, after a brief few moments of random
That was a conversation.
off-topic discussion. Well, semi-off-topic anyway. Steeper actually takes the podium and announces to everyone in the room that the theft test is about to begin. The targets in question are the guards themselves, as he announces to everyone. Do not try to steal, unless you really want to, from other people, but if you get caught for those, then, well, you'll have to face the consequences on your own. The guards are the only one that are actually to be a target for us, though, as we have a agreement with them. So you all are to try to find and steal as much as possible from them and bring it back here. This event will be an all-day thing, if you so desire. Otherwise, you can spend as much time as you want on it, but you will have less likely chances to win by the end of it if your fellow competitors go the entire time.
I'm guessing that we're only allowed to use non-violent means through theft. Or theft or non-violent means, rather. So
you
no
asking
knocking... Yeah. So no knocking the guard out and taking his stuff.
That would be preferable. Otherwise, might get on the guard's bad side later down the line, and complications might arise.
I mean, to be fair, Lamb, that's also not really theft at that point. That's more mugging.
Again, we're going into semantics. I don't know.
It would totally be mugging at that point.
I don't know. Sometimes it's counted that way, sometimes it's not. It's really weird.
At least you won't steal it and then be caught from a guard that saw it halfway across town. And then everyone's pissed off at you.
Or like the chicken that was in the alleyway.
The chicken.
It's always there when you need to take that one fucking item.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Any
That
other
the,
questions?
Not from my end, I can think of. At what point do we need to be coming down to total up?
By dusk.
Yeah.
So if there's no other questions, then feel free to begin. Also, feel free to talk about random shit while I go use the restroom and get more coffee.
Right.
Like the semantics of kleptomania. And mugging.
You know, it kind of sucks that I haven't played Thief yet. Because I feel like if I'd played Thief, I would actually probably be, like, really good at this. Even though that's more like stealing shit from, like, properties.
But have you gone batty?
Hmm?
I mean, to an extent, Dishonored also does theft shit.
True, but that's also you're allowed to do violent theft, and B, it's just pickpocketing.
Well, in that game, I wouldn't really call it violent theft, because I wouldn't really consider it mugging or anything like that. At that point, it's more just looting, because if you're playing it as like a hack and slash, fuck the stealth, I'm just gonna kill, which, I'm not gonna lie, pretty much is what my Dishonored 1 devolved into, because, yeah. Fuck the stealth system after a while. You know, fuck doing a level 26 times, and you just keep getting caught because some asshole doesn't have a easily, like, trackable pattern that they're supposed to have, but, you know, sometimes you can't be seen through that door, and other times you can be seen through that door.
I just teleport everywhere, it makes everything super easy. Blink just, like, trivializes that game so hard. Especially once you get something like Strong Arm.
I mean, let me correct that, Lamb. It's really hard not killing anyone. I tried to do the whole, you don't even kill.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, how far are you?
I just dealt with that one chick. I'm not that far yet. I did the costume party. The mask party.
Okay. So I'm guessing you did not do the shoot off then?
I did. I killed him, or I knocked him out with a trank dart.
Gotcha.
Surprisingly, they still talked about him as if he was dead. I thought that was pretty funny.
So, are you guys excited for Doom Eternal?
Not really.
I couldn't even play the last Doom on my computer.
Don't get me wrong, Tate. I loved the last Doom. I really did. It was fucking wonderful. But, I mean, A, I'm gonna have to wait for it to go on sale for, like, a lot. And B, I'm gonna have to wait for it to, like... What's the other thing? I'm gonna have to wait for the actual price to go down.
That fucking, I keep rewatching that trailer, and I'm just... I can't get over the fact how they managed to also make people seem like goddamn people. Like, the reactions on the fucking people's faces in that trailer, just... When they see him, when they see Doom Guy, they're just like, holy shit.
Trailer or gameplay?
Trailer.
Gameplay. Trailer.
Oh. So, yes.
Yes, on both parts.
Yeah, remember what the fuck I was talking about now. Or going to. Alright. I just got, like, the best skill in Dishonored for being able to do a non-lethal run. Because it cuts your, like, knockout time into, like, a third. So it's almost as fast as just murdering people now. So it's just teleport in, knock dude out, throw him over your shoulder, teleport out, no one's none the wiser.
I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's literally called Strong Arm. Like, I was hoping to get that one straight off the bat, but it didn't show up. And now I'm just sad I don't get to fucking stream it most nights again. Anymore. Yeah, about the same.
It's a cool lightning storm out right now.
We haven't gotten a lot of those. We usually don't.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. The entire month of September is Halloween Eve. Get spooky.
No.
Get spooky.
No.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Thanks for coming to my art show. My paintings aim to address the ancient question, do centaurs suck the human nipple or the horse nipple when they're feeding?
Police say free candy van is not a threat to public.
Lassie, I did me a test gun said, is this you or your twin brother? If it was me, if he was my twin, he'd be the same age as me, you badger. Tell me about Suzanne. Takes a drag of cigarette. Ah, the one that got away. You're a zookeeper. None of them should get away. This is great, instructor. You've never used a gun before, huh? Me, throwing another gun at the target. I need more guns.
That is an expensive throwing weapon.
He turns out he's now. Dang it, KB. He's not now. Listen.
I'm back.
Ah,
Hey, welcome back.
it's been quiet for a while. Just saying, don't be surprised when you have to cut like a several minute swath.
I was talking.
Don't be surprised if you cut a lot of it out.
In the first session when it took AFK breaks.
But yeah, I don't think I have any other questions at the moment.
God, I'd hope not, considering the event already began. And after the event begins, you can see some people in the Thieves Guild, the Crimson Widowmakers Guild, go up the ladder.
Yeah. Shit, now I do kind of have a question. Do I need to be worried about, like, regular people seeing me since, you know, they're not necessarily in on the guards knowing about this?
You go back down the ladder, ask Deeper at?
No. Things will figure themselves out.
Well, for player knowledge, not character knowledge, yes. Because if people don't know what's going on, they might have to report it to a guard. In which case, the guard might look into it, they might not. Who knows?
So I'm just gonna go start looking for guards, I guess. Preferably guards not wearing gloves. This is gonna sound weird because I'm looking for rings.
Well, while you browse for guards, Saandip, we're at the docks.
Yeah. Is it going to be probably the same end as the swimming was? Or at least that's the direction I'll be heading.
Well, as you head over there, in that direction where the other test was for swimming, you do indeed see a bunch of people over there and a bunch of small boats.
Do I see anywhere where there's like equipment set up?
Well, over by the southern edge of the docks, you do see a group of people with fishing gear equipped.
What kind of gear? Are we talking rods, nets, spears?
All sets of gear. Some of it might even consider angular armor. It gives a 5% increased fishing power. Oh wait. That was a Terraria reference, if anyone didn't get that.
I didn't. Maybe.
Does that mean we get fishing potions?
There might be a potion in this world for something like that, yes.
Do we
Might even
get
call it
free
a...
potions?
no. Might even call it a luminous potion, no?
God damn it, Cal.
I'd make a reference to the other thing, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I just know it soothes fish.
I will see if I can find where like the sign up is or somewhere that I can ask questions.
Well, since you were here for the swimming test, you do recognize one of the people there named Zesk, who was the announcer for the swimming test.
So how is this competition going to run?
Zesk responds by saying quite simply, well, you're going to be given 6 hours to fish. Come back with the biggest fish, you win.
And what kind of equipment do you have for borrowing for the competition?
Well, we have plenty of boats here, as you can see, and points over to a table. Some fishing rods and tackle over there. Other than that, you would have needed to bring your own.
Wouldn't by chance have a spear, would you?
You might be able to find one on over the table. I know there was a few there, but they may have been taken up already.
Thanks. I'll head over and see if there's any left.
Out of curiosity, Jared, do you know Aboleth language?
No, I don't think so.
What about Aquan?
Yes.
Did you talk to Zesk in Aquan, or Common?
I would have spoken common.
You wouldn't have assumed that Zesk knew Aquan, because he is a Gilman, which is something he had learned during the swimming test, and is painfully obvious.
I just am used to, if I'm not in my homeland, just speaking in common as a default.
Fair enough. Thought I'd ask. So you go over to the table then?
Yeah.
High or low?
Hi.
You do indeed find a spear there.
I will grab it.
Any other equipment you're looking for?
Nope.
You wish to talk to anyone around here that is not Zesk?
I might see if look for a group of people that are already talking and kind of, if they're talking loudly, figure out what everyone's kind of talking about around the tournament.
Unfortunately, you do not hear anyone that is talking overly loud about the competition. You do see some groups of people together talking about the competition, though. You're able to pick up, like, maybe a few words to give you a hint that they're talking about it, but not enough to pick up on a conversation. Not unless you get, like, uncomfortably close and obviously staring at them trying to listen in.
Do I see any stereotypical old bearded fisherman people?
Oh, yes, you do. You see about 20 of those. You see about 2 of those.
Old men in the sea.
Find one kind of approach. So what kind of fish are you looking for?
You're saying that to one of the old guys?
Yes.
He responds with, well, the biggest one, obviously, to win the competition.
Well, I mean, what kind of... my brain shut off. What breed of fish do you know in this area that are that size?
Well, it's not uncommon to get sharks around here every once in a while. Wouldn't mind catching one of those. But if I can catch a whale, if they're for some reason around here, that'd be great. I don't know of too many people that can beat a whale.
Yeah, I don't know if some of these boats can handle it well.
Well, it's not necessarily about getting the fish into the boat. It's about bringing it back.
Yeah. Didn't bring a ballista. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah, well, been hunting one particular whale for quite a few years.
Does he have both legs?
The fisherman or the whale?
Oh god, what kind of whale is this? I'll nod my head and thanks, and like, maybe I'll see if I can help you out sometime with that. And then just kind of stand around waiting for the competition to start.
Alright, well, to answer your question, he only has one leg. Because I assume you went by the old man, not the whale.
Yes.
Yes, he only has one leg. Well, after a few minutes then of you chatting and waiting around a bit, Zesk announces to everyone around that the fishing competition has begun. Feel free to take a boat if you so desire, or fish at the pier here, but the biggest fish wins.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing some deep swimming and spearfishing. I'll also have my fishing net on hand.
Alright, do you want to roll me some swim checks then, since you're swimming and not rowing a boat? Let's call it 3. And, wisdom check? I assume you don't have profession fisherman?
All I've got is survival. I don't have any proficiencies.
Survival was also wisdom, so I mean that would work too.
$21, 18, and 26 for swim. And then how many survival?
Just 1.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Did you roll that badly?
No, I haven't rolled yet. It's a higher bonus if you do it before the roll.
Oh, you're using that. Okay.
But I did roll that badly.
What is your total roll then?
13.
Alright, well, after swimming against the current and looking around, You were able to find a school of fish of what appear to be decent sized. You throw out your spear to catch one, and it hits. Goddamn grasshopper, or cricket rather. That's where it died. Haven't fucking heard her for like 3 days.
Wow, he hit a grasshopper with a spear in the middle of the ocean? God damn, that's a hell of a shot.
No, he hits the fish. There's a little fuck's cricket. Hits a fish, pulls it in, and it turns out to be a bit smaller than what it appeared as. The water seems to have maybe slightly distorted your vision, making the fish appear larger than it actually was.
Kind of how big are we thinking?
Good question. Trying to find if there's a list for fish by size. Oh, can't use that list. The size of a dollar sunfish. So before anyone mentions, yes, I'm aware dollar sunfish is freshwater fish. This is the ocean. Don't care.
I will kind of shred up the fish to chum the water a bit, and then just keep swimming around some more. Or how long was that?
5 minutes. You're able to find plenty of fish in the ocean.
Okay.
A lot of people throw shit in the water.
Yeah.
Bigger.
So I will essentially throw that back, but use it to maybe bait some bigger fish.
In that case, roll me 1 survival, 1 swim. In reverse order. Swim first, then survival. I said it backwards.
21 swim. $12 survival.
Survival is not really liking you too much right now.
Well, first I rolled a 2, and this time I rolled a 9, but I didn't have the hero bonus.
Well, luckily, from you chumming up the water, from the color sunfish, you are able to catch, or at least get sight on, of a armored catfish. So yes, I'm aware that's a freshwater fish again, but don't care. Not trying to find a list of non-freshwater fish.
Maybe it's a freshwater ocean.
There's too much of an argument to counter that, Lamb, unfortunately. Fantasy or not.
I know. I'm just... You know how I fight all of those arguments, Cal? Magic.
And Wavium?
Pretty much. Almost literally.
Anyway, you throw the spear, end up nicking it enough to maybe pull it in. Would you like to roll a strength?
No. 5.
The alternative when you said no was, would you like to rather just sit there then and see what the catfish does? You know, I mean, you don't technically have to try to pull it in.
I might as well try.
So you rolled a 5 on the strength.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a combination of the currents and the fish, but you do not seem to be able to pull the armored catfish in any closer. It appears to be out doing your strength. Would you like to try to roll a strength again?
14.
After a bit of a tug and war with the armored catfish, you are able to pull it in, and you realize it is actually a decent bit bigger than the dollar sunfish.
I will put it in my net and tie that to my belt to kind of keep hold of it, and then keep looking for bigger fish. Maybe swim a little bit deeper.
How far down did you want to go?
30 feet?
One swim check, please.
$21.
Well, after swimming down a bit, you get below the surface currents, so the water is a lot more still down here. And looking around, you are able to see larger fish.
Any signs of sharks?
You kind of see one off the distance, but you do see other longer type of fish around here. Would you like to take a moment to identify it?
Sure.
I'm back.
One of the fish that is closest to you that you would be able to throw your spear at is a dinosaur eel. And Jared, high or low?
Hi.
Well, that fish happens to notice you and starts charging towards you.
It's gonna eat you.
And you said it's bigger than the armored catfish?
Yes. By quick glance, you can tell it's probably about twice as big.
Then as it's approaching, I will undo the net from my belt and put it kind of in front of me so that if it charges me enough, it'll just run into my net. And then just have the spear at the ready.
Well, having noticed you move around, the fish stops moving, stops charging, and starts running away. It might have been after something else.
I'll tie the net back to my belt and then look for the biggest fish in the area and try and catch it.
Why don't I just add that Latin names for things are fucking retarded? Well, you do see another type of catfish nearby. Is a suckermouth catfish. You want to try to capture it?
Yes. Another survival?
Yeah.
$14.
Roll me attack. Ranged, specifically, because spear. Throwing spear, fishing spear.
$12.
Alright, you hit. Roll some damage. Whatever the fuck a fishing spear damage would be. I'd imagine it would be a 1d2 or a 1d3.
$1. Or wait, would that include strength?
Not in this case, no.
Okay, so 1.
It might actually, I don't know. Water physics. That's something I know off the top of my head. Alright, well, you are able to latch into the fish. God, rip all these fish.
Then I will put it in the net like I did the other one and then swim a bit deeper. Like Another 30 feet deeper. Or, no, 50 feet deeper.
Alright, someone check for me, please.
$14.
Well, thankfully the currents of the water aren't strong down here at all. You were able to swim down without a problem, and after a brief 15-minute wait, if you are going to look for anything bigger, you are able to start seeing some sharks around here.
See if there's a big one I can single out.
You do see a shark, but you are unsure of its type. It's not a shark you have normally ran across.
Yeah, at the moment, as long as it's big, that's all that's important for the competition.
Oh, you can definitely tell it's big. Much, much bigger than what you've been catching. Might actually prove to be a bit of a strength hassle. Or strength challenge, rather.
Then I will swap the spear for one of my javelins so I can do some extra damage if I need to.
Oh, you will definitely need something a bit sharper to pierce a thick hide of a shark. So javelin will be appropriate. Go ahead and throw range.
Yeah. Roll an attack then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a reroll.
Yeah.
$15.
You hit. Roll damage.
$6 damage.
You've definitely injured the shark, and it's a little pissed off at being hit, and starts coming at you.
I will grab my second javelin.
Well, you were able to have enough time to throw it before it gets to you.
Yeah, might as well. I kind of hate to do this, but I'm going to reroll again.
We're gonna have all the rerolls tonight.
Well, it wasn't a 1 this time.
Was it a 2?
Yes. So I got 7.
7 to hit?
Yep.
Yeah, the second 11 gets to the shark and just kind of dinks. And, shark gets to you and tries to bite you, does a, Wow, shark. Shark's not doing any better. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
At least you weren't staggered for the first round of combat.
Well, after the shark attempts to bite you and fails to grab hold, it's technically your turn in the combat. If it's not obvious that you have entered combat.
Then I guess that leaves me with, I guess I still want to do damage. No, it's going to be 6 and 1, half a dozen the other. Yeah, I'll grab my mace. And swing at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
22.
22 hits. AC of the shark, by the way, is 14.
1 damage.
Including your strength modifier?
Yes, because slashing and bludgeoning without freedom of movements is half damage.
Well, you hit the shark and make a small scratch. Shark doesn't seem to be too affected by it. And the shark comes back at you. Oh, so I did not plan for shark attack.
Does
Sure.
anyone plan for shark attack?
I'm pretty sure a 24 hits.
Yes.
What's the damage? D8? Seriously?
Jared, don't die.
Jared, what is your max health?
11.
You might want to run. 7 points of damage.
Poop it on the nose.
Might want to run or try to find a way to take it down quickly.
Ask it for forgiveness in Aquan.
Cast Awaken and then beg for forgiveness. You're a druid, right?
True wish it.
Also, Jared, what is your swim speed?
Currently 40.
Shark's faster.
Well, actually, trying to think. Technically, my movement speed is 30, but when I have a metal weapon like the mace, I have a plus 10 to speed. I don't know if that's just land or movement in general.
I'd imagine just land, but that would have to be something that they got it looked into. At the moment, I'm going to say just land until otherwise found out.
Well, I have fast healing 2 when underwater for 2 points of health.
Okay, to put this in perspective, Jared, the shark could potentially one-shot you at max health.
It's more that I currently have 5 damage rather than 7.
And Lamb, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, but I'm muted.
No. Heard that earlier too, and I was just like, what the fuck? Well, Jared, what's your plan here?
Checking my spell real quick. I think I'll do a Cure Light Wounds just to buffer this a bit, even though I know it can hit me. I will swim back a little bit to if I can do 5-foot step underwater, so it doesn't. I'm not in melee casting.
Okay. It's a water equivalent of a 5-foot step is done.
And I'm back at full health.
For me to one-shot you, by the way, I pretty much have to roll 1 below max damage of shark.
And then it's its turn.
I'm pretty sure a 25 hits.
Yep.
Dealing 9 points of damage.
I'm gonna throw my net at it. I'm imagining like a move to undo it, and then a standard action to throw it.
Pathfinder, your description of the fishing net literally gives nothing about actual fishing net use. Measures 5 feet by 5 feet and can be used to cover a pit or to block tiny or larger creatures from entering an area. That's it.
You're probably better off looking for like a gladiator net or something.
Gladiator is apparently a third-party class. Fuck it.
It's on the weapons page.
Don't care, homebrewing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, Jared. So you undo the net and you're going to be throwing it at it?
Yep.
Roll me ranged attack.
Well, with life being at stake, I am going to use my last hero point to buff it to 14. Because you said it had 14 AC, didn't you?
I did. Well, you're able to entangle the shark.
Now make it swim backwards.
The shark, not having had a net over it before, is, lack of a better term, immediately coming to mind, distracted for a round. Dealing with trying to get the net off of it. Which means you're up again, Jared.
Is one of my spears or my javelins close enough to recover? If I swam towards it?
Well, one of them's still in the shark. The other one would take some time to actually locate.
Would I be able to cast a spell and then retrieve the spear?
Depends on the spell.
Cure Light Wounds again?
Casting time, that was standard action, if I'm not mistaken.
One action, yep.
I don't see why not.
Then that's what I'll do. Yeah, full heal.
But you super overheal yourself and cause yourself to explode from too much positive energy.
I can't wait to do that.